This next lesson ties in a little bit to what I mentioned in the last video about ethical investing, and I'm talking about bubbles and trends. A bubble is a trend where a lot of people get into a certain space in the market. There has been many bubbles over the years. The one and most recent bubble that definitely popped was the internet bubble. In the early 2000s, a lot of people put their money into the internet. They did not know what it would become, but they thought this is going to be something special. So before it actually reached its potential, people got a bit bored of this internet race and couldn't really see what it was going to become. So the internet bubble burst, and a lot of the markets and industries fell in value. We all know from the early 2000s to today that the internet has boomed. Everyone who invested in it was correct, and they were right in the potential of the internet. They just couldn't stick with it for the long term. There are always trends, that are always bubbles. Some are bigger and some burst harder than others. So trends and bubbles. I did mention about ethical consideration. Partly, I do believe that ethical considerations are something good that we should actually believe in for the future and sustainability of the world. However, I do not believe that funds are managed in the right way and they can be manipulated. So I do not think this is the right way to go about it, but it is up to you. If you decide to invest in ESG funds, then that is fine. It could also be a bubble as well. Also, other bubbles that may be coming ahead is the AI bubble as well. So this is something that's currently happening, and it'd be extremely interesting if this is watched many years in the future, what actually happened in the end with AI. That will be very interesting. Now, I'm not scared of AI. I do not think it's going to take over the world and destroy humanity. I do not think that. I think it's going to make the world super efficient. I just think it's going to work in tandem with humans, and in a really good way. It's going to make everything more efficient. So I'm looking forward to a world of a more efficient world with AI. I might be regretting this if Terminator happens and that whole thing, but this could be another bubble and another trend that you may be following. For me, I don't like to follow bubbles and trends. I want to follow the true time tested investment advice that's been going on for hundreds of years, and I don't want to be convinced by anything otherwise. I want to stick with that, these true time tested. Now, I may be wrong, and I may get into a bubble at something that I may miss out on the opportunity of a particular bubble that actually never bursts and actually just grows in value. I'm going to stick with these time true tested investing principles and invest in the market itself without creating any ethical considerations or bubble or prioritizing any particular sector. I will just invest in the market itself.